Thanks. A meat allergy that's caused by a certain tick bite is now affecting hundreds of thousands of people all across the U.S.
Western Mass News reporter Reagan Lokri is getting answers on how the alpha-gal syndrome is impacting our region and where it comes from.
It's a real serious problem, especially if you like cheeseburgers.
A strange and very specific allergic reaction caused by a certain species of tick has people talking. It's called alpha-gal syndrome, and it can cause anaphylactic shock to those who eat red meat after being bitten by a Lone Star tick. Allergists have known about the syndrome for about 20 years now. However, cases have been primarily in southern and midwestern states. But now, although the numbers aren't too overwhelming, it's starting to become more prevalent in our area.
The ticks are getting closer to us up here in New England. It's become more of a problem. So I have several patients who have diagnosed with it, and I'm sure I'll see several more in the years to come.
But we want to know what exactly causes alpha-gal syndrome. Western Mass News spoke with our local allergy expert, Dr. John Bayek, president of Allergy and Immunology Associates of New England. He explains the alpha-gal protein is a cross-reactive.
Cross-reactive means that it's not the same thing as beef, pork, and lamb, but it's got some similar molecular structures to it.
In turn, this can potentially create allergic antibodies in someone who is bitten by a Lone Star tick.
Your immune system creates those antibodies which cross-react with beef, pork, and lamb. So when you eat it, basically, your immune system is reacting as if you are truly allergic.
Dr. Bayek adds that your body then creates what's called a B cell,
which is the cell that makes the antibodies. Will have memory B cells and will continue to make those antibodies for a period of time.
He tells us it is possible the allergy can stop if those cells were to die and go away, but it takes a while for that to happen, if ever. As for reactions to dairy products,
it's not really a big problem, but it's possible that there's some cross-reactivity in other organs in cows and lambs and pigs also might be an issue.
Symptoms of anaphylaxis include hives, trouble breathing, trouble swallowing, a drop in blood pressure, and in severe cases, death. Dr. Bayek assures Western Mass News these symptoms can be treated with an EpiPen just like with any other food allergy. However, as of right now, there is no cure to alpha-gal syndrome. And Dr. Bayek says the best way to prevent it is by using precautions such as wearing long pants and long sleeve shirts when in the woods and use tick repellent when outdoors. Reporting for Western Mass News, I'm Reagan Lokri.
Dr. Bayek wants to remind those at home that alpha-gal syndrome isn't Lyme disease, and he emphasizes it cannot be contracted by a deer tick or being bitten by any other type of tick other than a Lone Star tick.